I spend most of my time out here living in the wilderness, but every once in a while my brother Jake, he drags me into town to film one of his wacky films. I do it because he's my brother, but I hate going into town. But one thing I noticed last time I was in town was all the folks I saw walking all around, they're all trying to get everybody to look at them, to be noticed. I saw folks with all kinds of clothing decorations, body decorations. They're all walking around, strutting around. Look at me, look at me, look at me. A motorcyclist went by, rum, 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 driving by. Look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me. Look at me. A big old truck drove right by when we were filming. The guy driving this truck sitting up real high so everybody could see him better, and lots of noise saying, "Look at me! Look 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 at me! So I came to the conclusion when I was in town, it was just a big competition for everyone to look at them. But out here in the wilderness where I live, it is completely the opposite. Because out here, I want to listen and observe and watch everything else. I don't want to be noticed. I'll give you an example. I'm walking through in the summertime when there's not a lot of water in some of these areas. And I have to listen for the sound of a phoebe, because if I hear a phoebe calling, I know there's water around there. I have to be on guard. I have to look around and listen, because it rarely happens, but every once in a while, the mountain lions will stalk you and they'll go after you. But by keeping observant, you can sort of cut that off at the pass. And it's also being visually observant. Sometimes I'll scan the mountains and look for some circling turkey vultures. Because I know if those turkey vultures are circling around, there's something down there that might be kind of interesting to look at. So I'll go check it out. Sometimes I'll find a dead animal that kind of tells me what sort of animals are living in the area. Check it out for any kind of diseases, just out of my own curiosity. Sometimes I can even harvest parts of this dead animal, bones and things to use for my own use back in my cabin. If you live in the city, I don't mean for you to stop doing whatever you're doing that goes with your natural human condition of trying to get everybody to notice you. I would just suggest that every once in a while, perhaps, you sort of take a break from that. Spend time to look around at the little bits of pitiful scraps of nature that you can see in town. Maybe you'll see a bird flying by, or you can hear it every once in a while, or maybe you'll see a tree or some kind of greenery. Just take some time, look at it and observe it and see what you can learn just by tuning all your senses into that little scrap of nature. Speaking of nature, I got a big mountain I got to climb by the end of the day. I saw some turkey vultures out there circling around. So maybe I'll see you around town sometime. But if you do, you probably won't notice me because I kind of blend in when I'm in town.
What's your style? What you drinking? What's your vibe? I've been feeling rather sad in the corner of my glass. Boy, what's your style? What you drinking? What's your vibe? I've been feeling rather sad. Oh yeah. Don't be mean. You're here all alone and you know it. Hang on, 'cause we're gonna turn it up. Don't you see? I'm here all alone and I like it. Baby, don't please try to fight it. Pour it up with the blue champagne, blue champagne, blue champagne. Let's celebrate with the blue champagne, blue champagne.
Uh-oh.
Matt, what the heck kind of music is that you're playing here in the editing studio?
I used that song earlier on in the montage section, and I kind of like that
I
song.
don't give a hoot what kind of music you like, Matt. You're supposed to be editing a Randy video and using only that sort of country rock music, not that kind of drivel. Now get back to work, finish up that Randy video. We need to get it to the cable television channel by 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay, sir.